Happy Thursday, first grade. We learned 3 clock stroke phonograms yesterday, and today we're going to learn the rest of the clock stroke phonograms. So if you haven't gotten your literacy folder and your pencils out yet, pause the video and get those ready. Right. You should have some more space on this paper that we were using yesterday, so you can keep using this one. All right, the next phonogram we're going to learn is this one. This says D. Say that with me, class. D. All right, one more time. D. All right, and by yourselves? Excellent. D. All right. So first I want you to watch and listen while I write it. Then I want you to talk me through it, and then it will be your turn. All right. I know that my D is a clock stroke letter, so I start over, space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. I'm going to curve up and touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 10, touch 8, touch the baseline, touch 4, touch 2. Without lifting my pencil, I'm going to push a straight line up to the top baseline, and without lifting my pencil, I pull a straight line down to the baseline, and then I lift. D. All right, it's really important that we start this one in the correct spot. All right, what am I going to write, class? I'll say it with you, D. All right, and D is a clock stroke letter, so where's my starting spot? Good, over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. Talk through it with me. Curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 10, touch 8, touch the baseline, touch 4, touch 2. Without lifting my pencil, I push a straight line up to the top baseline, and without lifting my pencil, I pull my straight line down to the baseline, and then lift. What did we just write? D. Or what did I just write? All right, nice job. So now it's your turn, so get ready to write. Let's see. Class, what are you going to write? Good, D. And it's a clock stroke letter, so where's the starting spot? Good, over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right, put your pencil at your starting spot. All right, and now tell it how to move. Curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 10, touch 8, touch the baseline, touch 4, touch 2. Push a straight line up to the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline, and lift. What did you just write? Good, D. All right, again. So remember, we keep our letters close together. So you're gonna start right by your last letter and then go over a space to find your starting spot. What are you going to write? Good, D. All right, find your starting spot. Where is it? Good, over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right, I'll talk through it with you, but you should be saying it, telling your pencil how to move as well. Curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 10, touch 8, touch the baseline, touch 4, touch 2. Push a straight line up to the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline, and lift. What did you write? Good, D. All right, now we don't lift our pencil when we're writing D until the very end, but I think it's a lot to say without lifting your pencil both times, so we can leave that out as long as you know, don't lift your pencil. All right, one more time, let's do it. What are you going to write? Good, and where's your starting spot? Good, over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right, I'll talk you through it one more time and then you'll do it on your own. Tell your pencil how to move. Curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 10, touch 8, touch the baseline, touch 4, touch 2. Push a straight line up to the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline, and lift. What did you just write? Good, D. All right. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to move your pencil this time, that you should know, and you should be able to tell your pencil how to move because you were listening. All right, what are you going to write? Good, D. All right, so find your starting spot. Tell your pencil how to move. Good, what did you write? Good, D. All right, one more time. Where's your starting spot? Good, over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right, tell your pencil how to move. All right, what did you just write, class? Good, D. All right, put your pencil down. Right. Now, most of you know that there's a letter that looks like our D, but it's the opposite way around. And sometimes people wonder how to tell them apart. And when I was a little kid, nobody taught me about how the right starting spots. So occasionally I would get my D mixed up with the other letter that looks like it. But if we use our starting spot, that's going to make sure we never write the wrong letter. We always write the one we mean to. So that's why it's really important to know the correct starting spot for our D. All right. And the way that I remember that D is a clock stroke letter is look at my mouth when I say it, D, D. All right, what does my mouth look like? It looks like a clock, right? It's round, it's a circle. It looks like the clock stroke. So D, I remember as a clock stroke letter, so I start at 2 on the clock over a space. All right, so that D, that's going to help us remember, and that's going to help us not get our D and our B mixed up. All right. So good job with your D. I want us to review the letters that we were, or the phonograms we were working on yesterday. So I'm going to tell you the sound, and I want you to write the sound, talking through how you make that letter. And then at the end, you would say the sounds as well. All right, so get ready to write again. Pick up your pencil. All right, the first one I want you to write is ah, oh, ooh. What are you going to write? Good, find your starting spot and tell your pencil how to move. When you're finished, put your pencil down. All right, make sure your ah, oh, ooh looks like this. This is the phonogram we know that says ah, oh, ooh. All right, so if it doesn't, cross it out and make it look like mine. I like this, like the card. All right, the next one we're going to review is G, J. What are you going to write? Good, G, J. All right, pick up your pencil, find your starting spot, and tell your pencil how to move. Put your pencil down when you're done. Class, what did you write? Good, G, J. All right, your G, J should look like this. If it doesn't, cross it out. Write this in. And after you write it, you'll always say the sounds. All right, the next phonogram we're going to review is K, S. What are you going to write? Good, find your starting spot. Tell your pencil how to move. Put your pencil down when you're done and say the sounds you wrote. All right, class, what did you write? Good, K, S. make sure your k, s, so it looks like this. Remember, if I had made a mistake or I hadn't written k, s correctly, I would cross it out. Let's say that mine wasn't touching the dotted line. Okay, then I would cross it out, but just one line right through it, and then I would write it correctly. All right, nice job with your new phonogram that we learned. What was it? Good, D. All right, later today we'll learn a couple more clock stroke phonograms.